Hi, this is Elena, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of the web. Last week I was visiting a friend of mine who I knew back in 2007 was when we met. We were both living in Greece, working at a publishing company in Athens, and one of the things we were talking about when we saw each other the other day was the technology that we had and that we used then. And 2007 wasn't that long ago, but if you think about how we use the internet and how we didn't use the internet, it seems like it was ages ago. She was saying that she hadn't used Skype until she met me in Greece. I actually introduced her to Skype. She had been there like 9 months before I came. And she was communicating with her family back in America by calling them. And I can't even imagine having been overseas and only being able to call my parents, not video calling them. And that seems like a silly little thing, but being able to kind of see everybody on Christmas and on birthdays really meant a lot to me. And at that point in 2007, it was fairly new technology for the everyday person to be using. We communicated by text message, and when I moved to Greece, that was really the first time I started using text messaging a lot, or as a means of communication, which is interesting because now everybody does. It wasn't that long ago. The other thing was that we didn't even have the internet. We did at work, but when I wanted to get on the internet, I just stole it from neighbors because nobody had figured out password protection on the internet yet. So it's just interesting to note that not very long ago, the internet was very different, which probably means that things are going to change a lot in the next couple of years. And my friend who just had a new baby, the one who I was friends with in Greece, that new baby is going to grow up in a completely different world because the internet and technology are going to be so different than they are even now. Now, some things that I think are going to happen in the future. One of them is that the internet is going to be everywhere, even more everywhere than it is now. Now we think, we have the internet in our pockets because we have them on our phones, but I think it's going to start being in everyday devices, on your refrigerator, where if you realize you've run out of milk, you can just press a button on your refrigerator and it will send a list to your phone, or maybe to your shopping cart. That would be better. So I think there's going to be more pervasive technology. The other thing I think is that the internet is going to become more centralized. So companies like Facebook and Google are going to continue buying up other companies, and we're going to go to fewer places to communicate and to get our information. On the other side of that, I also think there's going to be more open source technology out there. So people are going to have the know-how to build their own apps and their own programs and offer that for free. So what we know as TV right now, we know as media right now is going to change a lot. I'm not sure how it's going to do that, but I think it's going to feed more into this society where we see things in tidbits and we want a lot of information right now, and we don't want to ever wait. So there's going to be less of waiting for a show to come on at 6 o'clock on a Monday night. It's going to be more waiting for the whole series to come out, like Netflix has done with shows like House of Cards. As we've talked about a lot, the other thing is that more people are going to become producers, not only of video, but of text and of just content in general. So there's going to be a lot more information out there and a lot more information to parse through to find what you're looking for. But it means that even though the whole concept of a filter bubble might be true and we might only be looking at things that reinforce our views, there's also the possibility that there's a lot of stuff out there that we wouldn't normally in a TV, internetless world know about, that we'll have access to. I think one of the big differences when I think about my friend's daughter and how she is going to experience the world is that there isn't going to be a difference between the online and the offline worlds. It's just going to be the world. People aren't going to see the difference necessarily between your online friends and your offline friends, and seeing someone in person and talking to them on Skype. What you do online and offline is going to become one and the same, and just all this one big community. Instead of, I think how a lot of us see it now is we have the virtual world and we have the real world, and there's some kind of separation between that, and those two worlds are going to start to come together even more. So we'll see what happens. Please say hi to everyone.